not exactly up to date. Possible on make up with the currents. How could they need toothbrushes? Rocket was quite put enough cuts on. More struts. When in doubt, always use more struts. Never have too many struts. Well, I guess if you make a rocket that is all strut, it might be somewhat sketchy, but it could probably still get into orbit. I'm also sorry for starting the stream before the game loaded. I didn't think it would take quite this long, but look, it even says it's delaying launches. Oh well, that's because I put a post up on the forum saying I was streaming, and I was hoping one or two people might drop by at some point, so I figured to have everything up and running by then, I had to start it now. Never touched by Kerbal, actually. Kerbals aren't that bad of engineers, like you must admit. They can take stuff found along the side of the road and literally put it into orbit. Like, that's pretty impressive. You gotta admit that. Like, you can literally put a guy on a chair on top of a solid rocket booster, launch him into space, and he's at a decent chance of surviving. Especially if you remember to pack an EV parachute. These guys are resilient, say anything. I also remember once having Jebediah in Real Solar System. I forgot to pack a parachute, so I just had him jump out of the capsule 30 kilometers up, and he survived, landing on his head at about 80 meters per second or so, I do believe. But that'll happen, really. That's called improper engineering design. Now, on a more serious note, slash not really serious, but game related, this evening I'm going to finish my Ceti mission. So, it's not the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, because after all, the channel's named Little Green Men. It's obvious we found them. But instead, sending Jeb, Bob, Bill, and Valentina to Gael's second moon, Ceti. The reason I sent all four of them is because I needed to send at least two of them to do what I wanted to do, and the only decent capsule I had besides a Mark 1 pod was that itinerant, like the storage container, 4 Kerbal cylinder, so to speak. So if I'm going to have four of them there anyway, 4 seats, might as well fill up with the Kerbals I got. So that's what I did. Filled it up with the Kerbals I had. Yeah. my stream playing in the background just so I can make sure everything is at least reasonably working. Jebediah Kerman is currently in space. At least I hope so, unless I badly screwed something up with the save file. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me if I did badly screw something up with my save files, but knock on wood. Shit, that's particle board. I think I just made it worse. Yeah, it's taking so long to load because I'm using about 7 quintillion mods here. Like, for every elementary particle between Gael and Iota, say, I have a mod. Then once Realism Overhaul gets updated for 1.2.1, then I'll have one for the elementary particles between Iota and Ceti. Everything within Gael's sphere of influence will be represented by a mod. And I apologize in advance for anybody watching this expecting a tank stream. I know that's what I used to do back in the day, but I've kind of transitioned over a little bit. So, if you're really not interested in Kerbal Space Program, then I really wouldn't be mad if you decided to just keep following me. I don't even know if you can unfollow someone, actually. It's kind of weird, but I actually got a couple new people following me a year and a half after I actually made any stream. Apparently, something I did at some point got a couple people interested. Better than nothing. And you can do it. My computer's about 5 years old, so that's the problem. Maybe if I had a little more money. Well, at some point I'll upgrade. It's at the point now where I might as well just take everything apart and buy a new system, because I have an upgraded graphics card that's only about a year old. And I have plenty of RAM and plenty of hard disk, but my processor, quad core, but it's 6 or 7 years old. It probably can't move memory and information around fast enough to really handle this kind of system. So it also doesn't help that with all these mods, the game draws like 6 or 7 gigabytes of RAM. I never did understand that, why they have literally everything in RAM. You think there's at least some stuff they could store in the hard drive and pass back and forth, but I didn't code this. They had a reason for it, I'm sure. And I think my game might be dead. So if that's the case and nothing ever comes back, I apologize for the delay and I'll have to restart, but this might come up. I'm going to give it another minute. There we go. We're good. I think. Yep. Loading. Come on, you can do it, little green guys. You can get into space today. Point the nose of your vessel at space and light your engine and hope you start moving upward. That's about all you need to do in the stock game. Considering that when I switched in the Realism Overhaul but forgot to change the solar system, I put a Mark 1 pod on the top of a Minuteman solid rocket booster first stage, and I put the thing on an escape trajectory because of the scaling effect. That was pretty funny. Alright, Jeb, Bob, and Bill floating in space. Come on. Somewhat freezing up, floating in space. Seriously? Why would it crash here? There we go. Game isn't this slow when I'm actually playing them. It's just getting everything going that's the hard part, because I need to load literally everything in the ring. No, I don't have 700 porn tabs up. That's not the problem. Actually, I'm going to pause my stream I got running for quality check. That might be the... Might be taking up too much processing power to play the video. I don't know. I'm an electrical engineer, not computer. So I can help with the power supply for the computer, but then everything inside the plug starts getting a bit sketchy. I can say that you should be glad I'm not using my wired Xbox mic, because if I was, there'd be even more noise. It would be 60 hertz buzzing, covering everything. So, let's see if we can bring up the Space Center. I currently have my Ceti mission in low Gael orbit, waiting for its transfer window. So, I have a couple of these Ceti program, which is prestigious. So let's just see if there's anything left here that I can take for that area. I don't have that engine. No, there's not. Alright, to the tracking station. I don't have much up there yet. I have a satellite that's already in orbit, and then I have Ceti 1. Vessel statistic. 106 tons. And has 4 dudes on it. 1 dudette. So, alright, let's fly. Maybe even fly safe. I don't have that kind of skill. I just brute force everything at this point. Mainly because I haven't unlocked most of the parts I need to do things with finesse. I'm basically using giant trash cans for LFO barrels and trying to get in orbit. Notice my orbital velocity is, what, 7,500? That's because I'm in 10 times scale, so everything is ridiculous. Now, where's Ceti compared to the node? Oh, about a quarter of an orbit away. That's actually a good sign. Because that means that I should be able to do a Hoffman transfer, and I should be fairly close to intersecting Ceti's orbit. Yes, look, I get a direct encounter. I don't even need plane change. That's nice timing. So, let's execute this node. Because I can fly this shit manually, but it is annoying as balls to just hold your thing in one spot while you're trying to turn. So, I think that's Iota there. That's Iota. Yeah, the color looks like that easy. Well, we'll see it in a minute. Right. There's Ceti. Up behind the plane. I still have electricity. Yes. My hydrogen will boil off fairly slowly, but I'm not worried about that because this is my last cryogenic stage. I have 4 of these volcano engines. I have the Chelabinsk unlocked too, thanks to Nerdia for that. That is more efficiency, but it just doesn't have the power to get my lander to Ceti in any reasonable time. The other issue is that, what is it now? I don't have cryogenic tanks yet, so I have boil off. You can get tanks in the mod that you won't lose any hydrogen from them, but you gotta spend energy continuously. I also don't have non-static solar panels unlocked. I only got these sketchy things, which I tweak scaled up to make a little bigger, so I wouldn't have to just put 4 of them next to each other. So, yeah, technology-wise, I'm a little bit short, but that's fine. I like the plume effects they made, I must say. And Gael in all its glory, and the resolution looks kind of bad. Although I think that's more a function of me scaling everything up by 10 than anything. because Galileo uses 8K textures. So, problem is 8K isn't that much when you have a body that's 40,000 kilometers in circumference. So each individual pixel would be 5 kilometers. And then I may or may not actually have this on full resolution. Not sure. Oh well, let's go up to 4 times speed until I run off this stage. That way I can save you guys a bit of time. Let's check my orbit. Seems pretty decent. It's on its way. Now, the way I'm encountering Ceti is going to reject me out of the system if I keep going, but I'm going to do a burn once I get there in order to circularize into some kind of orbit. So I'm going to need to stage in a minute. So. Right. Double check the Doppler. Yep. Now go poodle for the last little bit. Almost. That's actually 319 kilometers. That's actually about the distance I want. Now, before I do anything, to get a little bit farther out, let's extend the good antenna. And so I can get that multispectral satellite data. Just stored it in that science container. That's a few extra science. Now, do I have anything else I haven't already collected? I've already sent Kerbals to Iota, so I don't need to worry about collecting each day science or science. I already have that done for this particular reason. I'm also pretty sure my antenna is going to die before I get to Ceti's orbit, but since I got a pilot on board, I'm not too handle all that stuff. Looks like it's good only about to Iota's orbit. The range is supposed to be 500,000 kilometers, and Ceti orbits a fair bit out from that, 600. I need to either update my deep space network, which I think I can do actually, or grin and bear it and fly manually. Still not as far out as the SOI edge. And I lost my 500,000. Where is Ceti? There we go. Getting close. Interstellar cruise line. So it's not really interesting. Or even interplanetary. But my quad, drop tank, landing leg plus poodle ship still has 6 kilometers a second of delta V left. Is alright. So, collect some data. Nice. Collect some of this stuff. Study. And now, where's Bob? Bob's 2 stars because I sent him to Iota. Alright, keep that. See if I can fly this jetpack Kerbal. Shit, everything is fucking backwards. Come on. Okay, what? Bob, go back in the ship. You're drunk. Next date, never move. Alright. Where's the door? Bob sobered up a bit. Must have been that science date. And now let's store everything. Here. Perhaps... Oh, my inclination's almost polar. I wanted a polar orbit because that way I can get all the biomes with science equipment. And I can use that scanner I got. ASAP. Oh, it's a tiny change. I'll just let... That's not even bothering me. Yeah, close enough. So, let me just check the altitude limits on, I want to be able to use this M700. 150 and 1500. Alright, so I can circularize at my parapsis. See how much that'll cost me. 630. Yeah, I got plenty of fuel. Alright, let's see what happens now. Warp to our parapsis over here. Oh, where is Ceti? There we go. Looks like we're going to pass over the North Pole first. Sun. Ceti, and it looks like, there's Gael way. 600,000 kilometers. Here is the craggy, barren sphere. The Kerbal's most distant moon. Gael's second moon. And nice, I get some in-space low data. If you're in space low, your ship wobbles too. Something like that. The Observe materials. Oh nice, I get 50 some. A few technologies I need to research so I can make somewhat less sketchy ships, so... Well, I'm captured into orbit anyway. Do I have a biome scan done on this? Yes, I do. Alright. So... I think I'm gonna land over the... I think it's plateaus. Simply because I want to land on the highest point. Easiest to get to. Probably flattest, the way this moon is set up. It looks like the high area is relatively flat. And that way I can get some nice science data. Have an adventure! Let's lower these while I'm at it so I don't forget. I tweak scale this landing legs up by a factor of 2. Only fair because my ships are all more than twice as big. Like if this was normal scale Ceti, I could just have this Mark 1 pod with an FTL 400. I'd make it. So, I got the high lands. Now. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till I get to the main part of the low. Desperately. Spectral. I, select everything. Just got that, yet. Alleviate Bob so I can reset the science gear. I already got it. No, I do not want to disassemble the part. That would kind of be... vacant stare of a scientist. Alright. Now, how long will it be till my orbit ends up over? Actually, I don't think I have EVA for the Highlands. No, I didn't have that. Nice, I have it now. Alright. This moon doesn't have a polar biome as far as I know. Oh, yes it does. Shit. Nice. It's Iota that doesn't have a polar biome. Now. Nowhere close to where I want to be. It'll only be 60 days till. Here's the first plateaus biome. Besides, this is a pretty big and roomy ship, so it's reasonable to spend some time in this. Now, speaking of big and roomy ship, why should I need to transmit the data to do this survey? Like, I literally have scientists on board the ship. Oh, well, I don't have antennas researched yet that can actually reach Ceti Gael, so... Oh well, sucks to be me. Now. Hang on, I really don't want to land on the night side, but... I'm gonna have much. Out here. I'm gonna set my parapsis to something like 15 or 20 kilometers, and then I'm gonna land over there in the plateaus. The hardest biome to get to, and I might have enough fuel to biome hop if I do. Too much. What you get for being not really in need. That's not. That is barely. Let's warp to them. Point retrograde. Whoa, that looks like a devil. Now I'm gonna zoom ahead till I reach the edge of the plateaus biome and then just floor it. So I should be fairly low over the ground by the 17,000 meters. Alright. Floor it. First thing I need to do, kill off my orbital velocity. And then I get these massive credit bonuses as part of the Strategia contract. What it does is it gives me a reward for everything that involves the body I've picked. But then it takes away 80% of the rewards if I do anything else. So it's basically saying, I can go to Ceti, but if I do anything else, it's gonna fuck me. Alright. Looks like I have a bit of asymmetrical mass distribution. And my things for it. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna quick save this once again because what the fuck, man. And the science experiments I got take like 25 days to do anyway. So, holy shit. Oh, I just canceled my orbital velocity. Now let's do a vertical descent. So I'm going to thrust limit my poodle a bit, so I'll have finer throttle control. Don't need this anymore. I'm going to go till I'm about 5 kilometers above the surface. So that looks nice and flat. Basically using this as a fine throttle control. Yeah, I got plenty of fuel. 9 minutes. Here we go. Oh. Set that to 100%. That, F5 this. Store all my science data. Detoggle this magnetometer because it's a P. As in it uses electricity. PWS and the. Now I should. So I think I'm gonna. How long till daylight? Oh, I'm almost at more. I'll just. I'll warp forward until daylight for whoever's watching this for posterity. Ceti's glacial rotation. Locked with. Am I on the side facing Gael or not? I can't see it. Oh well. Alright, sunrise. Nice. So now, let's activate these things. I don't have enough delta V to biome hop, though. I don't think 800 meters. I'm not risking it with 800 meters a second left. So first thing first. I'll let Bill get off first. This time he's the engineer. That cancel. Shut that down. Works very. Now, Bill, I need you to set up all this shit. So. See. First, let's base state. Driver and a wrench. Why you should be able to assemble everything by hand. Structural girder. Solar panels. Retro reflector. Wait, this. Oh, that's for all of them was on. Yeah, I'll do that after. Now, use the jetpack to cushion my fall. Now, see, the resolution's a bit sketchy because I scaled everything up. Alright. First, let's plant our flag. We kind of need to do that. Don't hit yourself in the face. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, it's backwards. Oh, well. Alright. Now let's... Oh, wow. He's way too happy. And what the fuck? That's actually epic. Alright. Let's see if I can put some stuff together. So... Put the base station. Now... Sun is south facing. That here. Shit. Oh, I know what I got it. H to attach. All right. So let's set up one over here. Uh-oh. Alright, so now this thing has battery. I hope the thing has battery power. Should, but these things don't have any plugs. Plugs are over here anyway, so. Where's the plug on the... Looks like it's on the back. Set that there. No? Now that I'm lighter, my jetpack can support me against the gravity. So, let's go to our trusty storage locker. I'm conveniently using the decoupler there. Well, not decoupler, the whatever you call it. The adapter as a storage container. So, I need plugs, power state, old cathode, neutral ion detector, this, whatever the fuck that is. Do I have room for this? I'm gonna leave one of these behind so I can carry. I don't think I need all 10 anyway. Now. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh well. Alright, so there's my flag. There's my retro reflector. Bob, why are you shimmying? Oh well. First. See what I'm... Yep, that's good. There we go. Now that thing is plugged in. Great job, Bob. Or Bill. Bill. Now, science experiment. Plug for that. Bad. Oh, I'm too... Now, whatever this thing is. This is Ceti Station 1, or something like that. Basically gonna leave a bunch of science instruments on the surface of Ceti for all time. Attached right, yes, it did. This one. Link everything. So yeah, the whole point to this is I can get some extra science, and it's actually kind of realistic. It's nice to have something for these guys to do besides just fucking around. Now, first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to plant a power system tender. Why is that thing behaving? Come on. Oh, I'm going to need all my plugs. Put the solar winds back. And it's pointed the wrong. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, let's take this final plug. Now I gotta go get one more plug. I actually brought exactly 10 plugs. We're not doing anything over-designed here. Yes, I'm too lazy to walk. Do me. Alright. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Actually, I'm gonna give that to Bill. Let Bill take the golf club. And I can still fly because that thing is not very... Had to keep connected to the... Right. Now, Bill's got everything set up. Now it's time for Bob to come out and actually use the dang thing. Alright, Bob, Bob, Bob. Billy Bob. Bob, go home, you're drunk. Right, that seems working. That's working too, nice. I guess the calibration level gives me more science because of how experienced. Or maybe it just goes faster, because I do have almost a level 3 scientist. Only fair to... Solar panels seem to be fine. Oh well. That's probably net. But everything's running. I have one last thing to do. Well, besides reset all the gear up there. It is... play around a golf. Get up, you lazy asshole. We train these guys to be astronauts. And I got a golf card. And you're somehow impaling your head with your golf club. Yes, you do not know how to play golf. Alright. Excuse me. So. Select. Uh-oh. Base. Wow, this thing is bigger than it looked. These Kerbals are not very big. Like a meter tall. Alright. That's everyone. Now, unless anyone here objects, I'm not gonna just let everyone get out because they get all the science. Yeah, no one's actually watching this, it seems like, so... Landed Kerbals on Ceti. Woo! The only thing is now is that stupid magnetic. You know what's funny is I could actually probably go and orbit Iota on the way back, but... Do I have magnetometer RPWS from low? But probably not. I'll have to get those. Oh well. Take off, and I'll actually collect that data. Oh, I might already have that data. Oh well, close enough. Burning due east for shits and giggles. Shit, I'm probably out of gas now. Yep, I think I just ran out. Get rid of that shit. Once I get to about 50-kilometer apo, I'm just gonna circularize this like a house. Honestly, more likely, but oh look, red terrain. We'll land here now. I actually think I probably have enough fuel to land and then get, but not get back up again. Oh well. And I forgot to check for carbonite. Well, that's automatic, actually. Not a science experiment. It's not like I have anything to get any of it anyways. It doesn't really matter. Alright, now... I'm gonna cheat a bit to get back home. After quick saving like a noob, I am going to just turn from a moon. Go! 671 meters per second. Let's see how badly this will... Well, come on. Well, I'll still be in some kind of orbit, so it won't take much fuel to fix that. I'm not even going to bother arguing with this program, because I have so much extra gas that I can just kind of brute force it. Well, there's home, and there's Iota, looks like. That tiny little... Actually, by how small it looks, that thing's probably on the other side of its orbit. Let's check. Yes, it is. Just about. Oh well. That thing's farther away than Gael. Alright, I'm almost there. Yeah, close enough. So I'm gonna get my science data from In Space High. Then I'm going to escape this. I already got that. See if I already got this. Yeah, I do. Oh well, don't need 2 copies of that. So am I about to hit Apoaps? 2 days, 13. Guess that's convenient. And I have escaped Ceti. Holy shit, this thing, this pod's gonna take a while to get back to where I want it to. That's what you get when you're farther out from Earth than the Moon isn't. So, retrograde. And I'll just lower my parapsis now if I get an atmospheric encounter. Close enough, I'll correct that after. The key is with this is that I can, I got almost 2 kilometers a second of delta V left, right? So what I can do is once I get close to parapsis, I'm just going to burn off my extra fuel to slow my impact velocity while maintaining the same parapsis angle by burning somewhat radial. So I'm still a bit too high. Subtract all this. Oh, just in case. 1. Toggle magnetometer. Toggle RPWS. Burn, baby. I want my parapsis to be a little higher. $53 kilometers. Jettison. Quick save in case I fuck something up. Tracked the good antenna because I really... Stored. Now let's get ready to re-enter the atmosphere. So it'll be at about 88 kilometers. There. Oh... Not sure what altitude this will switch over to. We are now in atmosphere. Oh shit. If this blows up, I'm gonna have to enable the cheat for... Because there is no fucking reason for this thing to blow up behind a heat shield. Come on. The heat shield isn't barely losing a blader. And it's literally the exact same size as the... Oh well. That happens with Mark 1 pods, actually, too, with 1. And it's not a heat flux issue, because it happened literally the second I entered the atmosphere. I had no heat at all. Oh well, I'm actually entering a fair bit slower than a true lunar encounters. I think the pod should survive, because we should be past the maximum heat point already since we're accelerating. Now my crew will probably pass out due to the G-force. There's not much I can do. I can't offset my center of mass for lifting re-entry. I don't have the capability. Pods. I'm basically stuck doing ballistic. I probably could have had my parapsis at about 60 kilometers too, but shouldn't be too bad. No, I'm probably almost at max. No, I'll probably peak out at about 10. Oh, come on. This shape should be aerodynamically stable. Oh well, it's not too bad. I probably got too much mass back at where the pod is. But the 3 or the 4, I have 3 and 4 person pods, but they're on a 160 science tech node. There's really not much I can do at this. Kind of stuck just riding them down in sketchy space. Very sketchy space. Extremely sketchy space. Yeah, I'm past the worst of it now anyway. I'm slowed down to half of orbital velocity. So I could lose my heat shield now and I think everything would stay intact. So this part of the re-entry is boring, so I'll just speed up. Until I get to around 8 kilometers. Then I'll trigger the parachute. I'm just going to fall ballistically. I don't need it. Almost a safe deployment speed. I'll probably drop subsonic at around 8. Come on. 1,500-ton vessel into orbit, but I can't handle. Little chitsy 4-ton ship floating through the air. Quick save. 12.